was born and raised in the Catholic Church and raised in a Catholic family. My parents kind of made me go to church every Sunday. And I was faithful to Christ and believed in Him for most of my young life. When I was in high school, I had some friends that were Christians other than Catholic, and so I learned more about what it was to know Christ. And I came to accept Christ into my life, but as I grew older and I joined the Army and moved away from home, I lived a life that was pretty wild. I enjoyed partying with friends, drinking, and eventually getting into drugs. I stayed away from the church because I felt judged by the church. And so I tried to live a life where I loved God and acknowledged who Jesus was and even prayed now and then. But it was hard to walk a life where you were on one side with Christ and then on the other side that was not of Christ. I spent my time in the military, living around the world, and living a life that was not very godly. I'd planned to retire from the military and just kind of relax on a beach somewhere and just kind of enjoy life. And shortly before I retired in 2017, I actually heard from the Lord that I was supposed to go into the mission field, which didn't make a lot of sense to me because I hadn't lived a godly life. I was pretty much a wild man and used to a life that was not of God at all. And so to hear those words was a surprise to me, and I didn't know what to do with it. So when I retired, I just kind of relaxed for a little bit and went to be near my parents, since I hadn't been near family for almost 30 years, living around the world. And when I got to where my parents were, my mother was stricken with cancer. And so she died within a month of me moving close to them. And that was kind of a shock to my life and kind of a wake-up call on how fragile life really is for each of us. And so I helped my father get affairs in order for my mother and got my father moved back to Michigan where he lived during the summers. And right after we got him moved, he had a tragic accident, broke his neck, and he died as well. So I lost both my parents within just a few months. And it was at that time that I was able to take a step back in life and really reflect on some things, and I actually started talking to God on a daily basis. As I was trying to process all of those things in my life, I had bought a new Harley Davidson and was just kind of out riding and just kind of trying to get my life in order. And at that time, I began to look for other people to ride with. And that's when I found Disciple Christian Motorcycle Club. And I found a group of men that had a passion for motorcycles and also had a passion for the mission field and witnessing to other men and teaching men how they could love God and how to have a relationship with God. And that's where I actually found that the Bible wasn't just a book of rules. It wasn't just something that Christians would hit you with and say, this is how you have to live, this is how your life should be. And it was actually about a relationship with Jesus. And so with the tools of the club, where we study, have our word and prayer time, worship time, and fasting and giving of our time, talents, and treasure, those tools could actually bring you closer to God. And that's where I found a true relationship with Christ. And through that relationship, I have become a better man. I've been able to deal with those things that come at all of us in life. We all have troubles. We're all looking for love. We're all looking for faith. We're all looking for hope. And because I've been able to find those, I know now how to share that with other men. And so I've had the opportunity to travel around the world. I'm here in Romania now, but I just left Sicily, Italy, I was in the United Kingdom for a week before that, and I had just returned from 6 weeks in the Philippines and Thailand, where I was also able to share that with other men that are seeking that relationship, that are seeking membership in this motorcycle club. And the motorcycle club is more than a club. It teaches men how to be better husbands, how to be better fathers, and just how to step forward and be the spiritual leaders in their families. So to have that opportunity and to share that with other men has been a blessing to them, but it has been even more of a blessing for me. It's very humbling to be chosen, to be part of this mission field, and to go spread that love. And that's what we're truly called to do, is go spread that love. And it goes even beyond that now. As I was exploring in the Philippines and Thailand, I was able to meet with orphans, widows, and the poor, giving out food. And now I've been connected with other organizations to where I can actually go help those children that no longer have parents. They've been orphaned by losing their parents to death. Some parents have just gotten rid of their children like they were expendable. They couldn't deal with their mental disabilities or their physical disabilities anymore. So they were just given over to the government. We're able to now help children that are abused physically, sexually, and that are trafficked. And we can come in and help those children and provide them with love that they no longer get from the family. We can give them hope. We can show them how they can have a future. And it's all through Jesus Christ. The day before I left the Philippines, I was able to connect with some other motorcycle clubs that have taken an interest in helping children who have facial disfigurement from birth. And so now we're able to help those children, connect them with doctors who work for no fee, do surgeries to repair their physical ailments, and to give them hope for a brighter future. I've just been so blessed to find other godly men, to be able to travel all around the world, to bring hope to other people that are looking for that love, for that hope, for a future, for a brighter future. And people think that I'm out bringing blessings to them, but it's really them that are bringing the blessings to me. And my life is so full now of love and men that are focused on helping others in this world. And that's what it's about. And not everybody has to be a missionary like we are, traveling around the world. When we spread this love, this faith, this hope, I do it by traveling, but we can each do it right where we're at, right in our own circles, with our own family, our friends, with our coworkers, our schoolmates. We all have the opportunity right where we're at. And that's the one thing I hope everybody realizes, that just by being yourself where you're at, you can make a difference in the world, and you can change somebody's life and bring other people into the kingdom of heaven.